Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. On today's episode, let's take a look into 2013 and try to figure out what Apple has in store for us. So on the Mac side of things in 2013, we probably won't get any major changes to the MacBook Pros or the iMac since they were just refreshed. But hopefully we'll see Retina displays spread to other Macs like say the MacBook Air and hopefully the iMac as well. A 27-inch iMac with a Retina display would be amazing, but also is going to be a huge Retina display to produce, so it'll be interesting to see if Apple can pull it off. One machine that's been neglected over the last several years has been the Mac Pro. We haven't seen a design update since the G5 Tower days. And inside and out it really needs some new features like say Thunderbolt ports and such. Well, Tim Cook promised us that in 2013 we're going to get a new Mac Pro, perhaps a new design completely. As it seems with Thunderbolt you don't really need all the internal card slots anymore. So it'll be interesting to see what Apple comes up with and how soon in the year they come out with it. And on the Mac side, we're also used to getting a new operating system every year. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a new cat in our future, Mac OS 10.9, and if there is, what it's called, and when it'll be released. Also looking at Macs, it was promised that in 2013 one Mac line will be manufactured in the United States. Which one will it be? Will it be a certain type of iMac or perhaps it'll be the Mac Pro? That makes the most sense since most Mac Pros will have some sort of customization and it's probably easier to do customization in a factory in the United States where every machine's a little bit different than the other one. Also, Mac Pros are probably going to be a lot bigger and heavier, so it'll be easier to ship to locations in the United States if they're manufactured here. On the iOS side of things, it's likely we'll get a new iPhone this next year. Whether it will be an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 5S remains to be seen. And we'll probably also get a new iPad, a 5th generation iPad. We'll have to see what new features are in store for us for that. It's a little easier to predict a new iPad mini with a Retina display since this is the obvious feature to add to it. Now iTunes on both Macs and iOS may get some new services. There's been lots of rumors the last few years of Apple starting some sort of streaming music service where you pay a set fee and you can listen to the entire iTunes library of music, or perhaps a radio station kind of thing like Pandora. In addition, we might see something on Apple TV where you can subscribe to live television stations. So Apple TV could become a viable competitor to cable and satellite where you can actually watch the major networks live via an app in your Apple TV. We'll have to see if Apple can pull off any of those in this next year. And of course there's still the rumor hanging out there that Apple's going to come out with some sort of television. Something like Apple TV but with the actual screen itself. This has been a rumor for years now and it'll be interesting to see if it actually comes true in 2013. So there's a look at what we might expect in 2013 from Apple. Hope you found this interesting. Leave your comments about what you think will happen in this next year in the Apple world at this post at MacMost.com. Till next time, this is Gary with MacMost Now. Want more video tutorials? Just go to MacMost.com, click on the videos link at the top of the page, and then you can view all of the hundreds of MacMost videos by category.